We got a long conversation. We definitely have to. I learned so much in the past week about so much. I mean, I thought I knew some stuff. I know more stuff. All right. Pressure, check the oil, check windshield wiper fluid. Let me check the windshield wipers. All right, they're good. I'll tell you what we're talking about in a minute. AC. I got it blowing directly on the phone, obviously, because it's like freaking nice right now. 88 degrees, and it feels like 108. Weird is that? All right. Let me say hello to some people. Let's say hello to Janice, Joe Q, Maria, Mary, Tom, Matt, Val Marie, Bill, Venus. All the mods are here. Say hello. N90. Jim Wolf is in the house. So, I literally miss you guys when I'm not around. We got 63 people. That sounds good. All right. Lee, how are you? No coffee today because it's 100. I'm telling you, ever since that eclipse, things feel different. Yeah, habit. It's right next door to Goodwill, and we're gonna have a conversation about. We're gonna have a serious deep dive into stuff if you guys indulge me the conversation, and I know this might help a few people. Plus, we're gonna roll around and type of stuff. But I got a message. Like I said, I learned some stuff. Bert, how are you? Chris Miller. It's piling in. All right, good. All right, are we ready? I think we're ready to go. Hold on. Let me adjust some stuff here. Bing, bong, bang, boom. 5 Bananagramas for the gas. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Thank you, Gary. So, we are at... I just dropped off stuff at Goodwill. Let me get rolling before I look at the people buying stuff that other people don't want. Oh, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. I just dropped off 4 bags of stuff at Goodwill here. They make it easy. They got a drive-through. They Goodwills in Las Vegas are kind of they don't really have like better quality stuff that would otherwise go in the garbage, unfortunately. I did go in there after I dropped some stuff off because I needed, I'm shy like by 2 feet on a Cat 6 cable. So I figured, well, let me give it a shot. You know, sometimes they have some cabling in there, and they had brand new 100-foot Cat 5 cable. That's not going to cut it because I'm running more than a gig in the office. I'm like 2 feet short. I'm like, no. Oh, I curse you, Amazon. All right. Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about Goodwill too. Remind me to tell you what they told me. They literally, well, I'll tell you now. They literally picked through your. We can't take that. It's like, too bad. I threw it all in while, you know, just locked the car and jet. You know, they're gonna be stuff. Yeah, there's probably some stuff that, you know, might not be saleable per se. I was holding on to that copper-plated pan thing that woman tries to tell you that everything. Oh my God! I got suckered in by one of the commercials a few years ago. That little old lady telling me, "Oh, this is gonna be the best pan." I did some research, and the copper isn't gonna make your junk shrink like Teflon does. Okay, all right, and shows you like You know, like she's grilling rocks in it with some eggs, and she's got a drill with a wire brush, and nothing affects this pan. It lasted 2 uses before everything stuck worse than a stainless thing. And I paid good money. They wanted it. Oh, we'll give you money back, you know, money. Absolutely. You just have to pay $26.99 to ship it back to us. No, 29. What was it? To ship a new one. Some bullshit. No, this is going to cost me like the same price to get a refund. So I'm like, no. Back. And then there was a process. And anyway, so I finally gave that to them, and someone else will stick to it. But it's still a freaking pan. If you don't have a pan, you know, Goodwill, $3, you got yourself a copper pan. That's butter. Just use butter. You're good. All right, people. Yeah, those late night information get people. That's what we're gonna talk about this, because I'm like about stuff. But before I do that, I'm gonna invite those subscribe, to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button, get all the notifications. Check out brorfredrik.com. That's where I am to be found. Uncensored, no overlording, no censor boating, none of that stuff. Just conversations that we have. Fire up chat. I think we're cleared by off. Maria with the 5 banana rabbits for the gas as well. I put in $20. It around town, it went under $4 finally. Of course, that's because the election's coming. You know, I just $3.99. No way. Huge fan of Balance of Nature. Oh my god. Fan of Goodwill either, but it's the only game in town to give away your stuff to, because they. I mean, I do not begrudge making CEO money, but you're the CEO of a supposed like $9 million a year to be in charge of community. Not a big fan. You know, I'd expect a little more altruism, I think is the word, out of someone. Make the big bucks, go work for AT&T, not Goodwill as a CEO. That's all I'm saying. A lot of that money on newcomers. They call it job placement, but it's for funding people who are here and stuff. So yes, not a big fan, but you know, it's better there than in the garbage if someone could use it. Nope. So yeah. Alright, and again, you know, I can't really 100. Yo, good to go. Can't really keep 100% up on chat activities. Phone poll. Don't want to do that. When you're on the west side of town, you just right into it. Should we talk about stuff straight out the gate? Yo. We're still glitching the fuck out. Come on. Again. I think we got a stable connection now. That 3 blocks for some reason was kind of ganked up. Did you guys hear anything I was saying about why I'm not a fan of Goodwill? Yes or no? Because if no, I will repeat myself. It won't be as spontaneous, but I will repeat myself. Don't want you to miss the damn thing. Yeah, connection on, off, nothing I can do about it, but except drive to a different spot. Alright, all I was saying was, they use a lot of their money to help newcomers, you know, who crashed the gates doing 98 at the southern border. And the CEO is pulling in like almost $8 million a year to run a supposed charitable organization. So yeah, not a big fan. But what else are you gonna do with your stuff? Stuff, oh my god, freaking stuff. So, let me give you a quick update on progress in the studio. Everything is wired. I haven't tested everything, but everything independently works well. I just got to make sure that it works well together. I just today brought all the sound panels and padding in from that was sitting in the living room. It's now in the studio, and I'm going to start on that when I get done tonight. The lighting isn't quite up yet, so I got to do sound panels, lighting, and then testing. But other than that, the room is actually fairly complete. Then I got to do my wire management and crap. I figured out the new position for the desk, that way I don't have to climb up underneath it, and I'm figuring out a new way to mount the camera so it's like the same every single time. Unlike if you noticed in the old studio videos, like each video would be like a slightly different view, like an inch here, inch there, whatever, a foot here, foot there. But this will be more consistent. Not that it matters, but it just takes me time to like align it every single time. But now I'm kind of gold. I think I want to go, where do we want to go? Let's first go uptown. Uptown, which is technically downtown, which is kind of weird. One of these days, I gotta double check my reservation over there at Golden Steer. I think it's sometime in June. It was like 90 days out, or 4 months out. I had to make that. And they said I could video and do all that stuff, even though they're blasting music in there. I'll still do it just for posterity's sake. Fill with the 509s. Yeah, no more running the... Yeah, I kind of did, didn't I? No, I didn't. Yes, I did. I'm gonna be careful. It's rush hour, and everyone's rushing for at least an hour. That light where I was glitching out at for some reason, 7 cars went through the red light. 7. What is that? Someone be hanging their lemur out the window. Looks like someone would hang a lemur out the window. Look like an EDC. The Allure, Las Vegas. Alright, let's stay on this lane because sometimes when you deny these people on the medians begging for money, they do dumb shit to your vehicle. So let's stay on this side. Is the air conditioning too rowdy sounding? Because I am trying to keep it cool. Barkeeper's friend. Yeah, Badara is pretty cool. Badara is nice. I mean, if you're not into having a casino downstairs. But, you know, it's a 10-minute walk, 5-minute walk to get to the Bellagio, Cosmo, Aria. It's no big deal. It's hot girl summer. Boats and hoes. Hot girl summer. Gonna ride the carousel. Gonna up my body count. Make me totally unmarriageable. Gonna get me some cats. Cause it's hot girl summer. Is that how hot girl summer goes? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. I want to get out of this traffic before I get into the stuff conversation. Because I might lose focus on what I'm talking about or focus on driving, one or the other. But I got to get this off my chest. Like it's hot girl summer. You know, luckily I didn't get any commercials yet. Usually they freaking nail me with one, like within the first 10 minutes. Cast iron is pretty freaking good. Lodge cast iron. You know what I just found? Oh, see, I'm getting into the conversation already. I just found a ton of Lodge cast iron. Brand freaking new. I even bought the silicone handles for it. I found a Dutch oven, like a 8-quart or whatever, like the pretty decent sized one. A Dutch oven, a 2-sided griddle, one for pancakes and whatever's, and the other side for like, you know, whatever's, and 2 large pans, like the big ones, like the 13 or 14-inch one, and then like a 9-inch or whatever. Unused. Silicone handles. Well, what do those things cost? Like $40 each? They're sitting in my freaking storage unit for years. Unused. I forgot I even had the Lodge brand. I don't even remember buying them, to be perfectly freaking honest. When did I even buy that stuff? When did I say, you know what? Buying this cast iron for $200 right now seems like a really great idea. But first, let me throw it in storage. What's wrong with us? What is wrong with us? We've been brainwashed into buying shit. That's what we're going to talk about. We're being brainwashed into consumerism. It's not in our own best interest. So yeah, speaking on Lodge, and I have this small cast iron that is freaking awesome. It's like, it's the size of, it is. So, being that it's the size of a piece of bologna, and it's cast iron, and it's well seasoned, how I use that thing is I take a piece of bologna. If I eat bologna, which is like the only like kind of fast food that I do eat per se, I like fried bologna. You know, I grew up in a place where fried bologna was a thing. All right, so I fried my bologna. You put the bologna in first, then you crack an egg on it, and then you put some pepperoni on top and all that. Fries up perfect. Anyway, I digress. So that must have inspired me to go buy all the rest of that stuff, which I never use. All Lodge. So what should I do with it? Should I use it? Am I ever going to use it? I mean, I can't envision using it. I mean, I guess I could, but I can't at the same time. Where am I going to put it? I just don't know. Stuff is messed up. Stuff is like messing with my head. All the stuff. Maybe I'll put it on frickin' Facebook Marketplace if someone wants to come buy my frickin' Lodge stuff. I gotta go see how much it costs now. And then I'll put it up like 50% off. See if anyone buys it. Anyway, so stuff. So yeah, okay, the room is getting done. So maybe I have like another week maximum. Within a week, it'll be done. So I'm gonna start doing the studio lives again. I'm gonna start doing brorfredrik.com, Bror Fredrik Raw and Uncensored, link in the description. Lives again from the studio. I'm also gonna start doing. I set up 2 areas and other places in the house. I set up I was gonna use my dining room, but I'm going to use I have like I don't know what you'd call it. It's like a breakfast nook. That's sort of off the kitchen, sort of off the other side of the living room, not quite the dining room. It has more light, which is kind of cool. It's about, I don't know, 8 by 11 or 12 or something like that. It's like a Nook thing, but it's got like light on all 3 sides, so it should be cool. I do not have to set up freaking studio lights or anything. So that's where we'll hang out and have breakfast and stuff like that, you know, do lunch with Bror. So yeah, you'll be around the house. And of course in the living room with the fireplace and all that eventually. And no, I won't be doing around the house on YT because that would just be dumb. Too many crazy people out there. So yeah. So I brought all the stuff in. You guys know I moved all the stuff that was in my storage unit, my 10x10 storage unit that went from $75 to $420 or whatever the heck it is now. Matter of fact, today I told them, you know, F off, that I'm vacating the place and, you know, whatever. And they said, just make sure you sweep it and clean it. I'm like, yeah, okay, go F yourself. Anyway, plus I'm not on an ACH with them, so they can just kiss my ass if they want to charge me a sweeping fee or whatever. But it's clean. I mean, I haven't been in there in freaking years. Anyway. So, I got all my stuff. Now stuff from over there, 10x10, you know, pretty well. I used about 3/4 of it, packed fairly tightly, a lot of Christmas stuff, a lot of outdoor Christmas stuff, which I'm never going to put outdoor Christmas decorations in Vegas because nobody gives a shit. Someone will probably steal it. Not that I live in a bad neighborhood. You need a helicopter to get into my neighborhood, but at the same time, whatever, people are people. And I just can't envision doing it in the heat and climbing ladders. And, you know, when it's still 90 in freaking October, I'm just not going to do it. So I'll probably sell those. So I'm separating my stuff into what I'm going to sell, what I'm going to keep, what I'm going to throw out. And I threw out as much as I can. Like when the movers came, I had them, like I got there early, so I was already sorting things out. Like this is on the side, okay, then we put it in the back and we took it to a dumpster, made it disappear. Cool. However, stuff. I learned more in the past, like I said, 2 weeks about stuff. It's just shocking. I'm freaking shocked. I mean, at stuff. I mean, I literally am paying for stuff that I don't care about. Half of it I don't need. The other half I didn't even want. But I paid for years to the tune of like close to $16,000 in storage fees to store stuff that I'm now giving to Goodwill, throwing in the garbage, donating, giving away. I had a piece of a couple pieces of my patio set, a frickin' patio set that I collapsed. I gave it away. What was I saving that for? What, in case I got another patio? I already have a patio and patio. What was I saving that for? What was I paying the store a patio set that's now 8 years older than, or 7 years older than when I started? What was I going to do with that? I guess I should have hung a U-turn somewhere. No turns. So I gave it away. You know, now that I'm in the mood to like just give away stuff, toss stuff, I'm just being ruthless about it. It doesn't hurt. I don't second guess myself anymore. I saved all the boxes to all my flat screen TVs, you know, just in case I ever have to move them. You know, I mean, okay, so I stored boxes, so I threw those out, and that bothered me a little, because I'm like, you know, if I ever move or sell the house, and, you know, just stop, Bror Fredrik, throw them freaking boxes out, you know. If I ever move or whatever I gotta do, I'm just gonna sell the TVs. I'm gonna be like, yo, bring a screwdriver and a pickup truck, and it's your problem. You know, buy new ones. So those boxes, and they're good boxes too. But anyway, see, I'm talking myself out of it. But they're gone. I don't even know where we are. Where are we? I think we have to pull in here. Oh, we're at the mortuary. Who knew there was a mortuary over here? There's a mortuary? Let's go check out some dead people. Where they store the dead people at? This place is old. Wow, this building is older than this. Wow. This is like Herman Munster level mortuary looking stuff. Is that a mortuary vehicle? Is that where they morture people? They'd be doing some mortuaring in there. Wow. So that building's full of like bodies. Like Hot Girl Summer's full of bodies. Look at the handles and everything. Look at the decor. That building will probably stand a blast. What is that building up there? What are we doing over here? Can we go back there? No. We probably could, but I don't want to run afoul of anyone. Like running afoul like that guy did. You see the lights on back there? I don't know there wasn't any smoke coming out of the chimneys, so I don't think they're burning people. That's what I want to be. I want to be burnt. Anyway, just don't put me in the ground, you know? Just burn me. There's a walk bridge over there. Alright, where are we? City of Las Vegas, Department. Oh, they put the mortuary next to the Department of Safety. Okay, back to storing shit. Oh, there's the shoe. What up, shoe? Oh, is that the museum? I've never been there. Is that the sign museum right there that we just passed? I think so. Look at all this empty property over here. Look at all these crafty ass people. Whiskey Tango. Are you crafty? I don't know, I can't tell. Well, yeah, she's got like someone's name tattooed in script on her belly. Whatever. Don't judge. So, stuff. So I gave away that. What else did I have in there? A box fan. A box fan. Okay, it's a box fan. You know the ones I'm talking about. They're like 20 inches by 20 inches, and it's a box, and it's got 3 speeds. It always starts with high first for some reason, then goes medium, low, and, you know, if you're halfway a decent person, you clean the blades once in a while, you know. I had a box fan, and it's in a box. And it's, it's like 10 years old or whatever. Why? Why? Obviously, at some point, I needed a box fan. So I bought a box fan. But then when I was done with the box fan and never needed a box fan anymore, I kept the box fan. And I put the box fan in the storage unit and paid. Let's divide. What's the cubic feet? 10 by 10 is 100, 8 feet high. So 800 square feet. So that was taking up $420 divided by 800 is what? That's per cubic foot that I was paying. So that thing was taking up 4 or 5, 6, 5 cubic feet, 4 cubic feet maybe of space. And that's how much I paid to store that freaking box. See how my brain works? Are you following along? That's how my brain works. I figured stuff like that out. What cost per cubic foot is that storage unit? And that's what I've been wasting. So I saved the box fan in case I ever need a box fan. Guess what? I haven't needed a box fan since I moved back to Las Vegas, and probably a little bit before that. I have just not. I wasn't ever like, you know what I could use right now? A box fan. Like, that never happened. But, you lie to yourself. And it makes sense because you spent your hard-earned money to make these purchases. So, it kind of irks you to just toss crap out. Or the act of tossing the crap out is mocking you. It's like, you're an idiot. You spent money. Now you're going to throw it in the garbage. So your brain freaking mocks you and tells you, hold on to it. Just hold on to it. You know what? Pay storage for it. F it. You might need this box fan. Guess what else I found? A standing oscillating fan. What was my obsession with fans? standing oscillating fan in the box. Gone. What else did I have? I had a couple of outdoor ashtrays for cigars and whatever. And when I used to have company over, we all like hang out, smoke cigars. I got ashtrays. I put them on the table. You want to smoke? You want to smoke a cigar? You want to smoke a cigarette? And whatever, you know. Yeah, I got ashtrays. I had these standing ones, like commercial grade ones. What? Why? You know, with the top that comes off and the crap goes in the whole, but no. Gone. I can't even tell you the stuff I'm like. Granted, like I said, I have my beautiful false graph in there, and you know, I got nice stuff. You know, I'm like swapping out all my plates. I'm gonna replace them with the nice stuff that's in there. I found the rest of my set of the all-clad, you know, because that's what I have, you know, for cooking and whatnot. I have all-clad. So now I found, what did I find? The double, the steamer double boiler thing, you know, like the 2 pots with the freaking thing in there and whatever. Okay, that's something good. I'm gonna keep that. I found a bunch of stuff that was good that I just didn't know if I was gonna need when I first moved back here. So that's cool. All right, that was worth it. I found some decor items that should probably be out around, you know, the house and whatever. Spruce things up. Not that I don't need sprucing, but it's my stuff, you know. I want to put that shit out. What else? I mean, just all right, I'll be honest. A trailer hitch from my 1989 Suburban with the lock still through it. You know, the pin lock that goes through so no one steals a trailer hitch. When I used to drag my frickin' Ranger bass boat with my 89 Suburban. And I have that. What was 89? Let's see. 99, 2009, 2019, plus 35 years. No, I bought that. I didn't get it in 8. I probably bought that truck in like 70. I bought it with the bass boat. I bought the bass boat and the Suburban at the same time from the same dude. And his kids gave me chicken pox. I got a great deal. Bought his boat and the vehicle, this beautiful Suburban to pull it. He gave me a fantastic deal on it. But his kids gave me chicken pox. Ugh. Hey, why are your kids home? Oh, they're all sick. Really? They don't sound sick. They're all running around the house, sitting on my lap, coughing in my face shit. Oh, they have chicken pox. And like, I must have turned white as a ghost because I never had chicken pox. And I was just like, ugh. And 4 days later, whatever the incubation period was, I'm like, I'm feeling good. And suddenly it felt like someone was driving a freaking ice pick through my eyeballs. Good, bro. I'm talking. You can go. And I looked in the mirror. Like, it was painful to move my eyes. And then I looked in the mirror. I saw like 2 spots on my face. And then like an hour later, I looked in the mirror again to see if there was ice picks in my eyes. And I had like 5,000 on my face. The hospital didn't even want to take me. Yeah, I was messed up. That's some of my scarring on my face. Anyway, I digressed. So, what the actual fuck am I doing with a trailer hitch with a pin lock in it with a key who knows where is when I sold that truck? Why did I hold on to the frickin' trailer hitch? It's in a milk crate with a 10-inch saw blade, Teflon coated 10-inch fine cut saw blade for my old table saw. Because you need that one day. Because, you know, I paid like $90 for that frickin' saw blade. What? Holy cow. I mean, my brain is exploding. You know, and I'm like, this shit is in my living room right now. Well, a lot of that I already tossed. So I'm like, you know, someone could use this saw blade. It's a freaking awesome saw blade. I don't know anyone in Vegas who needs a saw blade. You know, I'm not going to put it up on eBay and ship a saw blade and whatnot. I just do not have time for that. I mean, I guess I could, but, you know, I'm already working 3 jobs. Wow. Just freaking wow. All I could say is wow. You should have given that hitch to the person who bought it. Maybe I gave him too good a deal. Maybe he just like beat me up on price so bad. I was just like, F it, you ain't getting the freaking hitch. No, I used to take it off at night, you know, because, well, when it wasn't in use, because if you've ever slammed your shin or your knee on a trailer hitch, it is something you will never, ever, ever forget. So it was probably in my garage when he bought the thing, to be perfectly honest. It is a pain you will never forget. It's right up there with kidney stones. So, yeah. But I kept it because you never know if I need a trailer hitch. And you know what? I did have another Suburban after that. I had a 2009 Suburban. And it had the trailer thing on it. But guess what? I didn't have anything to tow. So, whatever the trailer hitch. And now it's a complete dead issue because it's locked. But that's not the point. The point is, all right, you ready for the point? You ready? Okay, you ready? Put everything down. Stop talking. And just give me 100% of your attention right now. All right, you ready? I'm gonna fix you. I'm gonna fix you like this experience just fixed me. Stop buying shit you don't need. All right, are you fixed now? Are you fixed? Stop buying stuff. Stop being so consumeristic. You don't need everything. You don't need 7 different salt and pepper shakers. I found salt and pepper shakers. You don't need 17 different fans. If that one isn't working, move it the fuck closer. You know, I don't know what to tell you. Going through that Goodwill today, because I got done early. You know, for some reason there wasn't traffic, and now there's traffic, whatever. I got there early, and I walked up and down those aisles going, holy shit, we are a damaged people. We are so freaking brainwashed into buying and buying and buying what we need to have, what we have. And I'm really good about filtering my decisions. What the hell is that? Filtering my decisions through a metric that someone taught me a long time ago. Don't get a damn thing unless your needs and wants are parallel. You have to need it as much as you want it, and you have to want it as much as you need it. And then it might be a sound decision. But just buying stuff, impulse buys, this is what you need. 7 different freaking salt and pepper shakers. Okay, I got mine for Christmas too. So 2 is good. My daily drivers and my Christmas set, and stop. I didn't need one for Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? The silver ones and the China ones. You know, just freaking stop. Save your money. Because when you die, I'm going to be brutally honest with you. When you die, people are going to literally be pissed at you. Why are they going to be pissed at you, Atomic Golf? Why are they going to be pissed at you? Because they're going to have to rent a freaking dumpster and throw all your shit in the garbage. Because that is exactly what they're going to do with it. Then they're going to be like, oh, my parents, my grandparents, my aunt, uncle, what did they spend their money on? What did they do? Why do they have all this shit? And now I have to throw it in the garbage? And they're not even gonna, all the sentimentality that you have attached to the things that you're freaking holding on to and hoarding, they have none. They're gonna look at that, they'll keep the jewelry, maybe a picture or 2 if you're lucky, and they are gonna toss the rest of it at the curb or in the trash, or they're gonna have to call a freaking dumpster. And all this time and all this effort and all those little things you bought here and there and whatever that you thought you needed or wanted or whatever, it's all going to end up in a landfill. Your life that you're accumulating via purchases is going to end up in a freaking landfill. What a nice guy I am. He didn't even thank me. Are you digging what I'm saying? I mean, because that's what I've just learned. I'm not ragging on anyone. You're talking to the guy who just paid $16,000 to store shit. You know, whereas that same $16,000 over 10 years, if I tossed it in, you know, even the bond market, you know, it'd be something. If I stuck it in a ETF, that 16 grand would be worth like 80,000 right now. Now that hoarding investments, that's a good thing, because at some point you're not going to want to work anymore, you know, and you want to kick back, and you don't want to be eating, you know, ramen every day. You want to have a lifestyle after you quit working. I see these kids driving around in these nice cars, and I'm like, you're an asshole, kid. I mean, why aren't their parents shaking them? But you have to have it. Oh, you know, no chicks will dig me. No this or that. Oh, my friends all have the, you know, the BMWs. Well, you're freaking 20 years old. You don't need a BMW. You know, put that money. Oh, it's 420. It just woofed up in my car. This vent, I have the defroster on. When I'm driving, the vent opens once in a while, because I guess they assume you're going to asphyxiate. But I like closed vents. I just got a big woof or whatever someone else is smoking. Anyway, yeah, that's just dumb. You know, buy a decent freaking car, you know. Buy a $10,000 car. You don't need a $35,000, $40,000, $50,000 car when you're 22 years old. Take that. If you got that money to spend $700 on a freaking car payment every month, take that $5 and stick it in an ETF, in a Roth IRA, and retire a freaking millionaire instead of whacking off about, you know, how nice your car was when you're 20. I did all that dumb shit. I did all that dumb shit, but fortunately, you know, things are what they are. But stuff. Oh my God. Stuff, and more stuff. What kind of stuff you got? I mean, I don't regret any of my Christmas stuff, but in the grand, like, I have the whole collection, the whole limited edition action figure collection of every, what is this? Every, Rankin Bass, you know, the animated things, the Abominable Snowman and all that. I have every single one of them, every character, except for like the weird ones, like the 4th of July ones and stuff. I got everyone. I don't regret that. And hopefully, you know, when I'm gone, someone's going to be like, damn, these things are worth a lot of money, you know, and put them up on eBay or something. Those, you know, suck if they ended up in a landfill, but my shit's going to end up in a landfill just like your shit. You know, someone's going to be like, you know, what are we going to do with this crap? Toss it. You know, they'll get all these ideas. Oh, yeah, we'll open up an eBay account. We'll do this. We'll do that. We'll do that. I know, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of the day, they're going to be like, fuck this. We don't have time for that. We're already behind the 8 ball. We're going to work till we die because we didn't save, you know, money, and we don't have time for this shit. Just toss it all. Oh, it's going to cost us $500 to toss Bror Fredrik's stuff out, you know? It's going to happen to me. It's going to happen to you. So, and I'm not saying this out of age, because it's not an age factor. It's just a reality check. I mean, the money that has been spent, that we spend on frivolity is insane. You know, I'm a firm believer in buying buying quality. That's why I buy false graph, all clad, unless I can find like something cheap. If Walmart's own shit brand was as good as all clad, then I would buy it. I'm not like a brand whore, you know. I'm a quality whore. So as long as the quality is there, and I'll trust me, I don't mind saving the money. But if the quality is beat, then, you know, you're going to buy that 3 or 4 times, and the experience is going to be well. And yes, there is pride in ownership, you know, being able to say, you know, I got a whole friggin' kitchen cabinet full of all clad and whatever. Someone comes over, oh yeah, yeah, just hand me the all clad. Nah, I'm not an asshole like that, but you know what I'm saying. And you know what? If it's cheap shit and it's quality, I flex on that too. I'm like, hey, hand me that whatever that I paid like $8 for. You paid $8 for this? Man, I paid like $208. I'm like, yeah, well, that's you. That's my flex too. I flex in both directions. I'm drinking a lot of water. So yes, just stop. Just stop. And you know what? Your head will be free too. Walk through life unaffected by the consumerism that look up here. Buy a new phone, buy a new phone, buy a new phone, buy a new phone. Look at that up there. You see that? Buy a new phone, get a new phone. They're coming out with a new phone every year, every 6 months, every 8 months. They're coming up with a new iPhone, a new Samsung. And you know what? Talking with T-Mobile, they were literally trying to shame me because my oldest phone, which is my newest phone, which is a iPhone 14 Pro Max. It's what, 2 years old now? It's a year. They were like, oh, you got some old phones there. You got some old phones there, Bror Fredrik. That's probably your problem with the connection. Those are some old phones. Those are 2 gens ago. Like, go F yourself. Go sit on a freaking cactus and spin. Go F yourself. How dare you try to shame me because I'm not buying into your consumerism. Oh, but the iPhone 15 has USB-C. Ooh. Just stop. We all need to get a freaking reality check. My daily driver, bam, is a Note 10 Plus. That's what, 4 years old or 5 years old? This thing blows the doors off all my new phones. It's just, but it's got the new phone has a faster processor. You cannot even, unless you're gaming on your phone and you're a freaking idiot, other than like Candy Crush, you know, you're doing all your pro gaming or whatever, you're not going to notice the difference between like a Snapdragon 800 or a Snapdragon 850 on the latest version. What? Oh my God. It rebooted 4 seconds quicker. No way, bro. Said no one ever. Duh. We gotta stop. Then I because I have to make room, and I got 2 walk-in closets and some other closets too, right? So I got like the main one in the master bedroom, which is like pretty decent size. But now I gotta make room in that because I'm bringing my shit in. So, you know, to save this money, I'm putting some of this stuff, you know, in my current thing. That's why I'm doing this. So, okay, so I got to go through my stuff. And I'm just like, I don't wear the same clothes day in and day out. But there's some stuff that I haven't looked at in years. Like t-shirts, you know, let's say. Gone. And I keep my hangers because I can. You know, because I have the to put. I put my t-shirts on hangers. You know, like all of them, except my wife beaters. So, yeah. You know, so I better save these hangers. You never know. Like the brain was already trying to F with me. The brain was like, oh, now that you have this space, but these hangers, you never know when you're going to need a hanger. You know, that brain starts working when you freaking bought in this consumerism that we're involved with and living in this world. Town of consumerism here, but it's vacation. It's not life. So this gets a pass. You know, there's an real world. You know, I'm done. I gotta save hangers. Yeah, come on. I like ones that have a nice, freaking the shoulder puff. You know, where from the hanger on it. I'll tell you another trick. Hang your dress shirts. If you're crazy stuff, and I even hang my t-shirts up. I told you that. I hang for two reasons. If it sits there for a while, it doesn't get dusty, and if the hanger puts that stupid point on the shoulders, when you turn it back inside out, guess what? The little point where the fabric is stretched isn't now inside out, and it's not stretched anymore. Mind blown. There you go. Thank me later. Anyway, so I'm like, my brain's like telling me, don't get rid of these hangers. You might need these hangers, Bror Fredrik. No. Ruthless, boom, gone, see ya. But someone could use that hanger, and you know where that comes from? Probably a certain age of our parents, when they used to, like, your parents put that in your brain. Yes, someone could use it. I'm not saying no. But what happens is your parents did the wango de tango on your freaking brain, trying to get you to eat things that you didn't like when you were a kid, and it stuck with you. Psychology. What did they tell you? Oh, my mom, okay, it might not be PC now, but she'd say, there's kids in China starving. She used to use that line on me. I guess a lot of parents did in the, 70s? Okay. There's kids in China starving, and then one day I was like, well, frickin' send it to them. I don't like this meatloaf. And she whooped the heck out of me. Anyway, digress. So that stuck with us. You know, we're told, oh, you gotta save it, you're starving. And then, you know, like, then they inherited the mindset of storing. Like, I tell you the stories willingly and admittingly of, you know, my grams. You know, she was, you know, she used to, like, take sugar packs, you know, and stuff when we used to go out to eat. And she would literally empty them. Like, not only put them somewhere, she would empty them into her sugar jar. Because in her mind, it was like, holy cow, she suffered through, what, the frickin' Great Depression or whatever? You know, when there was nothing, when people were, like, boiling frickin' leather and trying to eat it and stuff. You know, so having, you know, all that sugar was like, whoa. You know, because that's where her mindset was. So, and they passed that down onto my mother, and kids are starving in China, you know? And then mine's, the version of it is, better not throw these hangers out. You know, I could use them someday. It's a mental thing. It's a mental thing. But we got to break that cycle. Minimalism is good. Like, if you see my place, you will, well, once you see it on heybrorfredrik.com, you never see it on YouTube, but once you see it, I live fairly minimalistically. I don't have a lot of crap out. I don't have a lot of tchotchkes everywhere. I don't have, okay, my kitchen, I got stuffs, you know, because I like stuffs in the kitchen for some reason. You know, I got the coffee maker, the rice cooker, the this, the that, the okay, I saw the same juicer I had. The only thing of quality I saw over at that Goodwill was I have a Breville juicer that I bought at Best Buy with like 2 or 3 coupons. And I still paid like $120 for it because it's the best of the best of the best, you know? All right, good. Yeah, it's going to last forever. There was one in there for $60. It didn't have a box, but it had all the parts and whatever. So, yeah, that's out. You know, there's a couple things still out. whatever. I like my coffee stuff is out, my French press is out, my grinder is out, you know, my single cup thing is out. Somewhere in these boxes, once I unpack them, is a good espresso, Braun, well, not the best, but it's a Braun stainless, again, quality Braun espresso maker. So I got to bust with that so I can make us Americanos. But yeah, so I think it's I'm like learning as I go. See, that was just all off the cuff that I just thought about that. It's a learned behavior. Huh. I just learned that along with you. It is a learned behavior. Hoarding, saving, might need this someday. That's a learned behavior from different habit patterns that you were taught. Huh. No shit. That'll be $5. Send it to the P.O. box down there. You ever see that thing where Bob Newhart fixes the woman? He's like, oh, I can fix any psychological problem for $5. Did you ever see that? And she's like telling him the story, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, all right, give me $5 and I'm going to fix your problem, like right now. Really? She gives him $5 and he just goes, stop! It was the funniest shit ever. But there's so much truth to it. Just freaking stop. But I can't stop. Yes, you can. You just don't want to. Whenever someone says, I can't stop, I always say, nah, you just don't want to. I want to quit smoking. I want to quit drinking. I want to quit philandering. I want to quit gambling. But I can't. Man, you just don't want to. If you wanted to bad enough, you'll quit. Or if you had enough impetus by, pain, you had enough pain impetus, yeah, you'd quit. You wouldn't think twice about it. You just don't want to. You just think you have more time. Oh, shit. Me and taxi dude were like vying for the same lane. So yeah, stop buying shit. I'm not saying don't buy anything. That's especially if you're making money. If you're making money, hey, more power to you. Most of the stuff I buy or bought is, when I have money. Well, I always buy on downswings, to be honest. I told you that. Remember, I told you that a long time ago. The best, when times are good, you save and you invest, and you save and you invest, and you don't spend a freaking dime when times are good. Then when that's why we're all sitting here like tripples, because of this guy. Oh, I'm stuck behind him. Damn. A broken down cab. Nobody's gonna let me out. Bastards. And then when times are bad, that's when you spend the money, because you'll be like the only kid in town who's got buying power, because you still have money left over because you didn't spend it when times were good. So now you have the buying power, and that's when all the stores are running 60% off sales every day. And that's when all the contractors will be willing to work for half price. That's when all the car dealerships have 0% interest. That's when all the housing prices come down 25% during economic downturns. That's when you spend money. Don't spend money when times are good. That's the recipe for poverty. Because what happens? Because now times are bad. Suddenly there's a reversal. I was doing good. I bought a new car. I bought a new computer. Bought a new this. Bought a new box fan. Bought a new trailer hitch. Bought all the stuff. Whatever. And guess what? When times are bad, you're going to be one of the people out there selling your shit to people who think like me. For 30 cents on the dollar. That's how it works. That's a poverty mindset. That is a poor person's mindset. Things are good. I just got me a raise. Time to get a nicer car. Hell no. You drive the hoopty when times are good. You drive that shit until the wheels fall off when times are good. Who cares what anyone says? Nobody's paying your bills except you. You don't got to care about what no one says. And then when times turn around, you got the greenbacks, and you can walk straight up to the dude selling his freaking 3-year-old car for 30 cents on the dollar and offer him cash. And just be like, bah, look at you now. I'd rather be, yeah, let me go. Oh, you're awesome, bro. Good on you. Peace. You're the man. You know, and you're going to be the guy. Is that taking advantage? No, it's not taking advantage because they need the money, you know. But it's just being smart. And I learned my lesson. I've been on the other side of that poverty mindset. You know, we're born into a poverty mindset. Even if you're born rich, you have a poverty mindset. It's just human nature, the poverty mindset. What is a poverty mindset? Instant gratification. Indulging oneself in shit and worrying about the consequences and the finances of it later. You know, depreciating assets, poverty mindset. You know, not prepping for your future because someday you're just gonna, you know, they're gonna hit that mega bucks, poverty mindset. Live for the moment, poverty mindset. YOLO, you only live once, and I think that's a millennial thing, poverty mindset. Work-life balance, poverty mindset. We are inundated with the poverty mindset. This is usually shit that we delve into on brorfredrik.com. This is like a special treat for all you people out there. Because I don't really like going down these rabbit holes here. It's too valuable. Well, at the same time, it has valuable. I mean, not valuable to me, but, you know, it's too valuable for it to fall on deaf ears. That's what I'm saying. It's not monetary. Because I know, like, 60% of the people out there are probably like, shut up, Bror Fredrik. Just tell us the 5 best places to eat shrimp in Las Vegas. You know? So, yeah. And in fact, let me check now. Now that we finally stopped. Let's see. Fan fundalization. CC, how are you? I am so glad you're here. Thank you for the 2 banana ramas. I miss you too. I see your posts on Facebook. Yes, Carolyn, for $5, I will tell me what your fear is, and I will fix it. I will fix it while I drive. No, I'll pull over to a stoplight. I will fix it. And thank you very much for that 5 banana ramas. You guys are awesome. Is this resonating with anyone? Is this, I think I'm getting, this is an inspired thing. I mean, like I said, I've learned so much in the past 2 weeks about myself and about life via a freaking storage unit. I find the lessons in life everywhere, you know. I honestly do. And this was a big one. This is a big one. I'm making a vow to myself. I mean, not saying I don't like nice stuff. I buy. I'm a consumer. Yada yada yada. And I'm not gonna stop, but I'm gonna be way more. You know what I'm gonna think? I'm gonna think. I have 2 rules. One rule I always had. I was never quite into impulse buys. Like, I never was like, oh, I like that sweater, and bought it. You know, unless it was like at a price, and this is another mind game, a corporate mind game. It's at a price that you can't say no to. No, you can still say no. You know, even if it's freaking 60% off, you can still say no to that dress that still has a tag on it in your freaking closet. You know what I'm saying? Or that shirt, or that suit. You know, like, buying a wool jacket in Vegas is like dumber than a box of rocks. That's just an example. But you know what I'm saying, right? but I always try to give myself a cooling off period. Learned that from the Triple F. The cooling off period. So I'm like, all right, this is cool, this is cool. I put it on the rack. I know what it is, where it is at Kohl's, and then I chill on it. And I'm just like, do I really want to buy that suit? Do I really want to buy this? Do I really want to buy that? And then you'll find that 50% or better of the things that you would have just impulsively bought and possibly never used or got a very, very, very little use out of them, you'd probably never buy. And you'd save all that money and come to Vegas. You know? Simple. That's a rule that I've kept for a long time. Because I used to impulse buy shit all the time. You know, like I mean, hobbies, yeah. I mean, you know what I found in my storage unit? A set of snake pants. You know what snake pants are? Like when I used to go through the brush in like South Dakota, when we used to go prairie dogging and whatever, there's a lot of this rattlesnakes and there's a lot of freaking spiky, mess you up type of things. So the bottom portion from the calf down is like snake bite resistant and spike resistant, whatever. And they converted into shorts. They were like regular frickin' Steve Irwin looking things where you just had like a zipper around the thigh and then you take the rest of them off and you're ready to go to frickin' the Waffle House in town. Okay, cool. All right, I got 2 or 3 uses out of them. I didn't want to die by a rat. We blasted some rattlesnakes. You know, we used to carry like a 38 or a 357 with the little shot in it because there's so many rattlesnakes, you know, yeah, so pow, done. Okay, anyway. So yeah, that was a one-time purchase. It is what it is. But just shit for the sake of having shit is ridiculous. Even if you got money. Even if you got frickin' money. It's still dumb. I need, but I wasn't ready for the message. But I learned a lot, and it's inspiring me to do the rest of everything, like junk. Do you have a junk drawer in your kitchen? How many things do you actually use in said junk drawer? Your grapefruit spoon. Do you have 5 different kinds of peelers? 7 different kinds of can openers? You know, I'll admit it. I got like 7 different ways to open something that's electric. Why do I have 7? Oh, because this one crimps the edge so you don't cut yourself. All right, cool. With that, I don't know. I got grapefruit spoons in the drawer, and I don't even... Are you getting my point yet? Is this resonating with anyone except me? A specialized grapefruit tool I have in my drawer. Is it raining or am I spitting on the windshield? It's raining. Hey, Amber. Just stop. We just have to stop. Is it snowing? Where is that coming from? What is that? Do you see this white stuff falling? Am I losing my mind? No. What is that? Is that construction debris? It looks like it's snowing. Are you seeing this, right? That's weird. They must have threw... Oh, it's from the demolition over there. It's freaking asbestos. Let me make sure my vent is closed. It's asbestos or styrofoam. Alright, what else is in my thing? Oh, I found something cool. You know, like one of those little bells where you ring for service? Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what I use that for. Ding, ding, ding. Serve me. Let's see. What else do I find in my... 7 different freaking... a bag full of rubber bands that are too brittle to use. What is falling from the sky? You're seeing this, right? That's strange. All of a sudden it got windy and weird and overcast. What else is in my junk drawer? Oh, I had 2 different kind of freaking meat pounders. Why? Oh, well, this one had a handle on it. This one didn't. Okay, cool. 2 different kinds of steels. One Henkel and one other one. I don't need 2. Couple of clips in case I ever buy a bag of Doritos, which I never will. You know, fucking Doritos are what, $7 for a bag of freaking Doritos now? Is that insanity? Is that, that's insane. But I got some clips in case I ever do decide to break down and buy a $7 bag of Doritos. I can fold it up, put that clip that's in my junk drawer on it. What are we doing? What are we doing? And each one of these things that we have in our lives is just weighing us down. You know? Stuff, our possessions, our things. I'm going to take this conversation. I am going to save it for posterity. I think this is an important message. Not to anyone else, to me, so I can remember it in the future. Junk drawers. You know how many cutting boards I have? Probably like 6. I got a glass one, and you know what? It's the worst, and it makes your blades dull, and it slips, and you can cut your freaking wang off or whatever. Well, what do I still have it for? Because I paid for it. Oh, can't throw it out. Never know when I'll not use it. You know what? Throw it in the freaking garbage. Oh, it probably was 60, but throw it in the garbage. You hate it. Why are you keeping it? Because you paid money for it. Oh, what? Wow, something's like, is there a tornado heading through town? Like the car is actually moving right now. That's weird. Then I got a bamboo one. I got 2 Teflon ones with with handles on them that are dishwasher safe. I got one that I use. Yeah, okay. I got a mini one in case I'm ever making like, if I'm ever making like martinis, or I ever need to slice some tiny freaking key limes, you know. I got the mini one for that. What? Seriously? Now, I do have like Scotch and whiskey crystal decanters, the ones with the label around them and everything on the chain. Those are cool. You'll see those. That I do not regret buying, even though I rarely use them because it's just like that freaking level of cool. But 7 different kinds of freaking cutting boards? Seriously? And you know you're doing it too. So just stop. Just stop. If you haven't started, then don't start. You don't need it. It sounded good at the time. Oh, bamboo, it doesn't dull you. And they sell you the shit. Oh, it doesn't dull your blade. It's a renewable resource. And you'll find it's hypoallergenic and all the bullshit. Oh yeah, you buy into it. No, that one you had for the past 30 years is just fine. Use that shit until the tires fall off it. I mean, if it's gross but if it looks like shit and you're embarrassed of it, then get a new one. But don't keep the old one. That's the point. Don't keep the old one. Oh, just in case this one breaks down. Well, it doesn't have an engine. This cutting board's not going to break down. Throw the old one out. You bought new ones. Toss the old ones. Why'd you buy the new ones if you're going to keep the old ones? Backups? I need backup cutting boards. Yeah, that's what I need in my life. Backup cutting boards. In case this cutting board doesn't show up on time. That way I have a backup. Wow, the wind is whipping. You see all the shit flying around? This is crazy. Duh. Wow, I'm getting hyper about this. Alright. Oh, I so needed to get that off my chest. But it's what it is. I haven't been really looking at my phone, but I'm just noticing very, very few commercials, which is good. You bought a knife yesterday? Nothing wrong with that. But you know what? Toss out the old one. Unless, once it goes, okay. Alright, here's the rule. Alright, let's fine tune this a little bit. Once your 30-day return period is up, toss the old one. Because you didn't get a new knife because, like, you know, you're not gonna wear it on a chain. It's not jewelry. You bought it for a purpose. At some point, you were like, my old knife is kind of beat. It doesn't hold an edge. It doesn't do what I want it to do. I've had it too long. It brings back poor memories. Whatever it is. Whatever you want to buy a new knife for. But once it's outside that 30-day return period where the new knife officially becomes yours, toss the old one. Don't keep it in a drawer somewhere. Just in case. Just in case of what? You know? There's so many mental traps when it comes to possessions and accumulating things. And we're wired that way now. We're wired to be consumers. I mean, people in other countries would just like you have 7 cutting boards. These people are cutting the fish they got from the river on a frickin' rock with a stone. And we got 7 cutting boards and we complain. Oh, inflation. Oh, I'll never own a home. I'll never move out of this apartment I'm paying $4,000 a month for. You know? And there's people in this world who, like, they would love to be you for an hour. Just the excess in which we live is astonishing. Like I'm saying, nothing wrong. If your money is truly right, like if you stop working tomorrow, you would still lack for nothing. I'm talking that level of money, right? Cool. You know, but your shit's gonna end up in a landfill too, just like everyone else's. And the people you leave behind are gonna be cursing you for making them toss it all out because they have to take off a day from work to do it. That's just the deal. Because this made me look back on, like, my grandfather and, like, when he passed. And I'm looking back on, you know, the people who've passed, and I'd be like, yeah, you know, they gave away certain important things. You know, he had a Stein collection, so we all have a piece of him. You know, I look at this and I'm like, yeah, you know, Grandpa, I got his ring, you know, signet ring and stuff. Yeah, cool stuff. And then, like, the next wave of people who, you know, didn't get the good stuff, then they get the next level of stuff. And then one day they tell all the neighbors, hey, yeah, you can just come in the house, take what you want, you know, because we don't feel like carrying it to the dump. And then the next thing you know, the rest of it's in the dump. So, yeah. And I thought about all those things. Not that I'm anywhere near close to that level, but this, I'm telling you, this was an experience. Thinking it through. I paid movers on top of all this. I paid movers. I paid human beings to carry my stuff. And quite frankly, it was a little, I mean, as cool as these guys were, it was a little embarrassing to have that kind of excess when I knew these dudes were making like $15 an hour. And I'm just like, and I have stuff stored in boxes with dust on them from a storage unit that they can't afford, that they can't have. Like, it's something that they would dream of. You know? Oh, you got 2 espresso makers? What? You know? And I was like a little embarrassed. I felt like, a bit of an asshole, if I'm totally honest. I mean, they were cool about it because that's their job and they do it every day, They're not, they wouldn't shame me about it and be like, gee, I wish I had a blender like this at home. They didn't do that. But just the point of it, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? People would die to be you. And me. The guy at the gas station. I bet he could use a knife. For good things, hopefully, I bet the dude who freaking, put air in my tire over at the Firestone spot, I bet he could use a cutting board or two. You know what I'm saying? Look what's going on here. What is this? Is this a freaking tornado? Why'd I suddenly lose focus? There's like so much crap in the air. Something's going on. It's the anger of the corporations right now. Because that's who these freaking devilish corporations are. Whoa. Holy cow. Wow, they even pulled out an old squad car to go after that dude. I haven't seen one of those squad cars in Vegas in years. Those are the ones that they park in the self-parking on the strip to make you think, twice about robbing someone. They take all those old squad cars and park them on the ramps. Huh, that was interesting. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go and start putting up soundproofing in the studio. That sounds like fun. Good times. And I'm hungry too. Oh, I'm getting a second commercial. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I don't like this giant cloud right there was not there before. It's like a swirling wind passing through Chinatown, passing the tiki bar, all you tiki bar peoples. And that's the 24-hour tire spot we just passed. There's a bunch of them in town. Which is weird. Nothing's open 24 hours in town anymore, for the most part. But you can get a tire fixed. I guess that's good. Alright, so I can't wait to read the comments. I didn't get to read many of them because I was in my stream of consciousness. Yeah. But I appreciate you hanging out with me. And like I said, I hope I did inspire someone to do something. Oh, you bought a castor oil pack? Oh, be patient. You're not going to see results for about 2 to 3 weeks as your body detoxes. But yeah, wrap one around your liver. It's life-changing. And put some above your eyelids. Holy cow, you'll get the best sleep. Like literally your eyelids. You'll get the best sleep ever with castor oil on your eyelids. And supposedly for ladies, it's supposed to make your lashes all freaking nice and everything. But yeah, haven't gotten into all the benefits of that, but I can't. Excuse me. What is that? Hold up over here. Blump. See, everyone's got to get their fast food. See, oh, I don't have time to cook. That's what all these people say. I don't have time to cook. Oh, you got time to go to frickin' Joe's Barbecue Shack and wait on that stupid line for an hour and a half, but you don't have time to cook. Yeah, okay. No, you just don't have any all-clad. Admitted. What else we got to talk about? I digressed. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I can't talk about the benefits of said oil here because those are things that they don't like you to talk about. Like natural remedies. That is so frowned upon on YT. Like anything outside of big pH ARMA. Oh no, you will get shut the F down because that bites into their profits, you know. But hey, brorfredrik.com, talk about whatever the F you want. And I'm still itching to tell you about iodine. Now you can say, well, I've seen information online, but yeah, look at the channels. You know, look at the channels. They got like 400,000, 500,000, 1 million subscribers. You know, they're selling their book, they're selling this, they're selling that. They don't give a shit about whether they get de-moneyed. You know what I'm saying? Like Dr. Berg and whatever. He doesn't care. You think he cares? You know, where they don't put ads on his stuff because he's telling you some, you know, holistic stuff. He doesn't care. He's making his money elsewhere. And unfortunately, I don't. Well, I and 99% of all the other YTers don't. So, yeah. Anyway, I gotta concentrate on this traffic because it's gonna be like this all the way home. So I gotta be on point. So I got all these idiots. Anyway, I appreciate hanging out. I appreciate you listening. I hope you did indeed get something out of that. And let's see, tomorrow I'll go live again. I'm not sure what time, but the only way you're going to find out, and drop in the comments things you want to discuss. And again, go check out heybrorfredrik.com. There's a link in the description. You can just check out a couple of videos here and there, and I might cut this into a video. This seems like something I might want to put up there too. So, yeah, that's the deal. But the only way you'll find out what time I'm going live tomorrow is if you like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button. Yeah, also we're driving directly into the sun now to get notified. And again, heybrorfredrik.com. I got the Cash App, got the Venmo, got all the links in the description. And I got you guys, and you guys are my extended family, and I love each and every one of yous out there, even you new people. And on that note, from trafficy, windy, hazy, sunny, cloudy, 87-degree Las Vegas, Bror Fredrik out. Oh, hold on, I just looked at the screen and saw something. Da-da-da-da-da. Ms. Google with the 20 Bananagramas, congratulations on finally clearing out your storage space. Thank you very much, and I'm sure you've been here watching the video. It also helped clear out my mind. So that was a twofer, and I think the mental aspect of it was even more valuable than saving that $420 or whatever it is. So yeah, and thank you again.